Did we lose Cruz? We lost Dillon and Cruz already. Isn't it bad enough? Oh, when's the trilogy going to come to an end? I want to see Faber and Cruz get in there and fucking fight. Again, it was one of the best fucking fights I've ever seen. Excuse me. And oh, the humanity. Vitor pulls out yesterday from this really, like, seriously, the second time I've ever heard of one of the coaches pulling out of the fight. You know, an Ultimate Fighter coach pulling out of the fight, and it happened twice in a row. So not only are we not going to see Cruz and Faber finish their trilogy, we're not going to see a second part to Vitor Belfort and Lonnie. So we all lose. Everybody loses, except for people that don't care about either one of them, and there's a lot of them. UFC 147, probably one of the cards, the biggest cards I've ever. I'm interested in it. I want to see what happens. It's probably one of the biggest cards that's not being talked about. I haven't heard one person say, "Man, I can't wait to see, UFC 147." There's only a few names on that card, but I mean they're making an official card, so fuck it, man. It's just because it doesn't have Frank Mir and Junior Dos Santos on it. Junior Dos Santos, by the way, I'm calling him. I'm going to call him the Hispanic. He's the Hispanic Chuck Liddell 2.0, the Brazilian Chuck Liddell 2.0. Sprawl and brawl. His fucking feet don't even leave the mat. That's his game. It works for him. He's the champ, and which brings me to my next point is that I sucker for Frank Mir. He was a 5-1 underdog. I thought that was. I was repulsed by that. I'm like, fuck you guys, man. You don't know shit about Frank Mir. Two-time heavyweight UFC heavyweight champion. Handed Brock Lesnar's first loss. Submitted O'Gara. Knocked O'Gara out. Broke Tim Sylvia's arm. He's a tough motherfucker. Plus, he's huge now. He's fucking 265 now. 265 Frank Mir is a dangerous Frank Mir. But a 265 Frank Mir that doesn't follow game plans and has no chin at all is not a dangerous Frank Mir. At least not to the 265-pound fucking heavyweights in the UFC. Question arise after the fight, should he retire? I said, hell, are you crazy, man? Why? Because he lost the fight? That's ridiculous. No, it has nothing to do with the fact that he lost the fight. It's in the manner of how he lost the fight. He came in there with some sort of game plan. And when he tasted leather, that game plan was non-existent. And the same thing happened to him. I was actually present when it happened to him. And I went, really? That just happened. He just let that happen. And it was against Shane Carwin. When Carwin was some fucking running shit. It was supposed to be this up-and-comer in the heavyweight division a while back. I can't remember what card it was. It was like the co-main event. And he just got, just fucking uppercuts to the face out of fucking nowhere. So, and he did nothing about them. Oh yeah, actually he did do one thing. He fell on his face and took more while he was down there. So it was a bad day. Probably a bad week for Frank Mir after that, and at least he didn't get hurt too bad with Dos Santos. He did. That's the first time I've ever seen someone take a shot in the wrong direction when I didn't even think they were rocked. So obviously, he hurt him bad. He hurt Frank Mir really bad. I think he hurt him with every single punch. I think every time his glove touched Frank Mir and any part of his body, I think it hurt Frank Mir, and I don't want to see Frank Mir. If you have no chin, it seems like your other skills whittle away as well. Chuck Liddell was a sprawling brawler, but he depended on his chin, and his counter striking, and look what happened to him, and I don't know. It would suck to see Frank Mir go right now, though. He's in the mid-30s. He's huge. 265. He's a legitimate heavyweight. I don't want to see him go, but I don't really see. Another title run. Yes, for sure. But once he gets there, if he gets there, I just can't see him faring very well with the elite of the elite that's out there right now. Especially at that dangerous weight class. I mean, can you imagine getting fucking punched by one of these fucking guys? God, man. I mean, getting a full sledgehammer from Sagano, just an overhand right to the fucking head. I mean, he would literally split your fucking head over. My head would spiral like a watermelon. So, interestingly enough, I already have opponents lined up for JDS because I don't think he's going to be like this epic champion. I don't think he's going to be this man, he had that belt for a minute. I don't think he's going to make that much of a splash. A lot of people are saying that he is, and or that he already has. That he's shocked a lot of people and whatnot, and maybe so. But I don't see it lasting. I see someone taking him out. I think it's going to be Kane. I would love to see him and Kane do it again. But first, I gotta see him take on Alistair Overeem when the suspension's over. Alistair Overeem, I think I'll bet the house right now, Alistair Overeem will take that belt from Junior Dos Santos. I think Overeem is the best striker that mixed martial arts has today in any weight class. That's my opinion. You can fucking stuff it up your ass if you don't like it. I mean, Fedor was the best striker for a while until he got fucking submitted and knocked out twice. Anderson Silva was the best striker in the world until he fought Damian Maia and didn't strike. And then, there's everyone. Chuck Liddell was the best striker in the world until he ran into Rich Franklin's fist and knocked himself out and had to retire, because of it. Thank God. So, man, I miss the Iceman. I miss those old days, man. I miss my champs. My champs, in my day, when I watched a card and it was 2 title fights or something like that, it was heavyweight was Tim Sylvia, or Randy Couture, one of the two. 205, it was Tito and Chuck. 85 was Rich Franklin was running shit at 85. 70, Hughes was dominating. And they didn't even have a 155 weight class, let alone 45, 35, and now it's 25. Which is, oh man, did you see those fucking guys fight, man? Ian McCall and Demetrius Johnson, excellent fucking fight. It wasn't a draw. That fight was a draw, man. I mean, there was no losing in that fight. That was a draw. The 35ers, Faber and Cruz can't do it because Cruz fucked up his ACL. But there's a really interesting replacement, Renan Barao. He's highly touted, but I don't think he's going to get past the kid. I think the California kid's going to take it. And then the WBC had their champs too. So I liked Varner at 170. Yeah, no, 155. He was 155. Yeah, Jamie Varner, Rob McCullough. California kid Uriah Faber, and Miguel Torres. And then they're all gone. They're all gone. So I was so excited to see, Faber, come for that belt again. And if he wins, he gets the interim belt. It still counts. It's definitely an accolade. So anyway, Vitor Belfort is out of the UFC 147. He can't fight. He broke his hand, I think. I think it was his hand. I'll tell you in a second. Really, I will. I'll tell you. Maybe not 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Vitor Belfort regretted coming out. Yeah, it was a hand injury. A lot of people are saying Fabricio Verdum rematch with JDS. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. I have on DVD. I have UFC's best of 2010, and JDS landed an uppercut so fucking hard that it made his ears wiggle. Even Joe Rogan laughed at it. It was funny shit. It was funny. And looking at the fight for a second time the other day, I don't even know if he got cut. I hope that he did now. I hope Mayhem Miller got cut right away. Right away, man. I hope Dana White didn't even give him a chance to fucking put a t-shirt on. I hope he handed him his slips on his fucking way back to the locker room. What he did was unacceptable. You know, I don't know. What he did was unacceptable. Both times. However, I'm a huge Dan Marquardt fan. He's going to run shit in Strikeforce. There's no doubt about it. I mean, that's the combined leagues, you know. I mean, that's all I got for now. But I mean, I've never seen it. They do 2 consecutive seasons concurrently, one in Brazil, one in America, and the coaches are supposed to fight. Both of the sets of coaches have fought each other in the past, and they're both looking for some payback, and one of them has to pull out in each country. It's kind of interesting. So it's kind of interesting. Fuck Mayhem. You know, he can go beat on bullies. You know, go beat up some bullies. And can you imagine if they would have put him in there with Nick Diaz? If that's how he fights now, if he's serious, if that's how he fights now, can you imagine what would have happened had they put him in there with Nick Diaz? Really? I mean, I think that would have been the first death in MMA. He is horrible. He's one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. He has like a 34 wins or something. How do you get 34 wins fighting like that, you know? I mean, just crazy. It is for sure broken hand. But, yeah, Frank Mir suspect chin. Belfort out of 147. Can't fight Wandy. No replacement yet. This happened yesterday. Cruz in favor. Cruz is out with a torn ACL. Renan Barao will be taking his place for the interim 135 strap. Mayhem's cut. I haven't read anything about that yet, but I'm positive that Mayhem's cut. He didn't deserve to be in there at all. And to think that he almost tapped Jake Shields and became the middleweight champion of Strikeforce just a couple of years ago blows my fucking mind. But thank you for watching. Always, guys. Look, if you're watching my video, I fucking love you. Literally, I fucking love you. I love everyone that follows me on Twitter. You guys are fucking awesome. Especially the people that actually sit and listen to me ramble. I love you too, man. Awesome. Thank you for the view. Comment. Do one of these or one of these. And if you feel like it, my favorite is subscribe. You know, subscribe to Paul Silva. It ain't gonna hurt. It's just a subscription. Till next time, guys.